everybody, it's Marc Amenson. I'm back here in Wisconsin. Whew, after the craziest week of my life at the Palm Bay Fly-In. It was absolutely incredible, and I got to see so many people that was on my goal list going down there to hang out, fly to the ocean, do a bunch of different things, have a lot of fun. I'm back now, and it definitely was a wild trip. Not only the fun that we had down there, but the things that happened in the last week. To kind of give a recap of the whole thing, we were supposed to go to Arizona for a fly-in, and that ended up working out with Resurgence. So Ben Pekacek, disabled combat veteran from the Army, said, dude, let's go to Palm Bay. And I said, sounds good, man. I want to get out of Wisconsin. Look at this. It's like just wet, cold crap. And we also invited Robert, who was my student that trained last year. So 3 very unlikely people, but we got all of our gear together last Tuesday and packed it all up and started making the 1,300-mile drive down to Palm Bay. The forecast looked absolutely amazing heading down there. We were super lucky and fortunate to just get gorgeous weather the entire time. I'm not wearing a shirt today because I got this sweet tan, and then I came back and I can't go anywhere because I'm quarantined here to the house. Anyway, so this video is going to be a little recap of what all went down at the Palm Bay Fly-In. We started flying there on Wednesday morning. We got down and did our first flight over to the ocean. We took off at Valkyria Airport, which is a little bit closer to the Atlantic Ocean. We got one of the most beautiful flights ever, flew up over the St. John River out towards the ocean, and it was gorgeous. So it was good to get down there after flying out of like snow like this for months, to get down there and get a first flight in. Worked out great. That afternoon we went over to the compound. We met up with Scott and Steve from Midwest Parajet, who graciously let us hang out at their booth the entire week. Hung out with them for a little bit and got the lay of the land of the compound. And if you haven't been to Palm Bay compound, it's crazy. It's an old neighborhood. It's huge. It's sprawling. It's beautiful. And people are there from all over doing crazy stuff, 4-wheelers, dirt bikes, and everything. So as soon as the fly-in started, I was amazed at how many just strictly paramotors were at this event. And how many just paramotor pilots from around the country, and a lot of them from down in the Florida and the southeast area of the country. In the beginning, we got to do some gorgeous flying. We'll do a little 80s montage of some flying here. As you can see, beautiful skies completely filled with pilots from all over the place. Oh, and the whole time down there, if you guys were there, you may have seen a sunburnt guy riding around on the TW. The TW made it back safe. That was absolutely awesome to be able to have my dirt bike down there. Did a lot of wheelies, got in a little bit of trouble, stayed out of a lot of trouble. Hey, is that skin cancer right there? Anyway, side note. Tons of fun. It was sweet having the TW, and we got to fly a bunch. Each night was a blast, hanging out with people. Andrew Fuller, Kubat, the aviator team, everybody, PPG, Gorilla, Joe, just hundreds of different pilots that I've always wanted to meet. And it was absolutely awesome getting to have drinks, hang out, and just really enjoy the show together with other people. Now, throughout the week, we kept hearing more about coronavirus and COVID-19, all this different stuff. But nobody really seemed to be super concerned about it. We're out there kind of quarantined off from everything. So it never really became too much of an issue throughout the week. Well, as the week went later and later and later, and we're checking out Facebook and people are like, it's not a big deal, it became more and more serious. So at the end of the week, we got our last flight in on Monday morning, and it was the best flight of the entire trip. We flew to the ocean from Valkyria Airport again and cruised down the beach. It was absolutely spectacular. So some of the coolest flights were the long cross country from the compound to the ocean, the first morning flight, the last morning flight, all just absolutely like dream flights. It was so much fun. Nobody had any issues with gear. Ben broke his axles on a takeoff when he hit a ditch a little bit, but was able to fix that, which was great. And it was amazing. So the last morning we take off and people are starting to get a little panicked. I'm getting text messages like, dude, you're coming back, you better quarantine yourself, like stock up on all these things before you come back. So we drive straight and it was like 20, we made pretty good time. We drove in shifts and we never really stopped and stayed about 75, 80 the whole way. And we made it back early on Tuesday morning, got back here about Tuesday afternoon home, and immediately went to the grocery store and panic bought a whole bunch of food. I got like $200 of stuff and it was all like Ritz crackers and beans. I don't know, I wasn't shopping very intelligently, and 2 30 packs of PBR just to stay extra safe. And now the whole world's kind of like shifted into this quarantine. We're all stuck inside. So it gives me a good opportunity to do a little bit of learning, do some video editing, let my sunburn heal a little bit, and get these videos put together. So this is just a little recap from the Palm Bay fly-in. It was absolutely awesome. I mean, far better than any of our expectations. It was great to see everybody there. And now we're going into this little bit of a crazy time. So hopefully we get some good conditions so I can get up and go flying. But man, it's difficult to go from 82-degree temperatures in Florida to come back to 28-degree temperatures in Wisconsin where it's snow and cold. But whatever, it's gonna be spring pretty soon. So everybody out there, thanks again for watching. It was awesome to see all of you guys at Palm Bay. Absolutely incredible experience. If it happens again next year, I am definitely gonna come back. Probably gonna wear sunscreen. Probably not. I don't really like sunscreen. Like, it looks kind of cool. I have some longer footage of just riding around the compound too. I'll post those unedited videos of just riding around so you can kind of see the layout. Those will be longer without as much commentary. But this was just kind of the recap. Awesome time. Had a complete blast with Ben, Robert, riding down there. Crazy. Made a lot of new friends, and you guys were a lot of the new friends that we met there. So thank you all for your hospitality and for the kindness and the great times that we had. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys in the skies. Motor is that?
Boxer 220.
Jeez Louise! Would that come out of a Porsche?
He made it.
Cripesy do. All right, let's continue on. I don't know how we're gonna do this. We'll figure it out. What do you got there? Can you feed me a French fry? My hands are full.
Wait. Here.
Oh, I got gum.
Oh. French fry flavored gum.
You're so sweet, Leah. You're my favorite. You're second. Don't worry, you're second. It's YouTube, it's live. Worldwide. Did you? Oh, geez, we're gonna have to edit that out. What up? Hello, it's YouTube Live. What's up, guys? We're going live here from Palm Bay. Ow! Hey, what up, buddy? We're riding around here. Everybody's here. It's a party. Paramotors, dirt bikes.